talk today about decide to dream again. You know, life can get in the way. We can grow up, get busy. When we were little kids, we had dreams. We all had dreams what we wanted to be or do with our lives. But you can get in the routine of life as you get older and you just get stuck. You wake up, you go to work, you come home, eat dinner, watch a little TV, scroll on your phone, go to bed, and repeat. And we can get kind of just stuck in that way of living that we've kind of lost our dreams. We've kind of lost what it is that we want to do with our lives. What is something that you've always wanted to do and you haven't done? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about today, is just getting the dust off of those dreams, getting them off the shelf, and living the life that you want to live. What is it that you've always wanted to do? I want you to think about that today. What is something that you've always wanted to do, but you haven't done it yet? Think about that. If you know what it is, then write it down in the comments. I've always wanted to what? Put that down in the comments. If you watched my video yesterday, Brother Jesse said that our dreams, they have no expiration date on them. That you can have your dreams at 9 or 90, but there's no expiration date on those. And when I think of that statement, I think of my grandmother. She's 93 years old. And she's still dreaming. She's still talking about plans and things that she wants to do. So if there's something down on the inside of you, you're not too old and it's not too late to get those dreams going. It's just time to get the dust off of them, get them off the shelf, and be doing them. There's 3 steps to that I want to share with you, or just to help you dream again. Number 1, most important thing is get away and get quiet and just listen. You got to get away. You got to have some quiet time with God and just get quiet down in here and go, what is it, that thing that I've always wanted to do that I haven't done? Because the enemy wants to keep you stagnant, just stuck where you are and never moving forward and just kind of in the routine of life and cause you to stop dreaming. So I encourage you to get away in a quiet place, alone, close your eyes and just think about it. What is it I've always wanted to do? I mean, it could be the simplest thing as a new hobby that you've wanted to take up, or maybe a class you want to do, or some adventure that you've wanted to take. I've always wanted an RV. I've wanted an RV since I was a little bitty girl, and I wanted to travel the East Coast. I've done a lot of traveling on the West Coast, but I haven't done a whole lot of traveling East Coast. That's a dream of mine, just to have an RV, go with my husband. We stay at RV camps and travel the countryside. Well, what do? When you have a dream, then you've got to take steps to implement that dream. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me say what number 2 is. Number 2 is write it down. Journaling is so important. Journaling, to write down the vision. Write down whatever you hear down on the inside of you, whatever comes up. When you were a little kid, those dreams that you had of things that you wanted to do with your life. Just have no limitations. If you had all the money in the world and there were no limitations on your dream, what does that look like? And just write. Don't be embarrassed. Don't think it's too big. It's too impossible. You serve the God of the impossible. And again, I tell you, friend, it's not too late. Don't say, well, I'm too old or I missed my opportunity. No, there's no missing opportunities. You still have opportunity. So that's what I challenge you with today, is get a journal and just write. Write as big as your your mind can think. Put your natural and watch God put his supernatural on top of that. So think about that today. Get quiet. Go, what is it that I've always wanted to do? Then write it down, making that vision plain. And then the third one is to take the steps. Psalms 37:23 tells us that the steps of a good man are ordered and directed by the Lord. So he will begin to give you a step-by-step process of how to fulfill those dreams in your life. But you have to get quiet. You have to get out of your routine. Because again, the enemy wants to just keep us stuck in the routine, never getting out of our comfort zone, never going forward, just stuck. So get alone, get quiet, listen down in here, and those dreams will start to come up again. Maybe they've been pushed down, maybe they've been stifled. But get quiet, get alone, and listen, and just begin to write. And write the plan, write the vision. What's the steps? For me, if one of my dreams is to have an RV, or I told you one of my dreams, I told you in a few shows back, one of my dreams is to have a tiny house on my lot that I have and make it like an Airbnb or a guest house. Well, what do? What are my next steps? I have to take steps to get there. I can't just go, oh, I'd love to do that one day. No, what are the steps that I'm taking now? So of course my steps would for an RV, find out how much they are, find out what brand I want to go with, that kind of thing, and begin to take the steps. Start saving money towards that. Not just making it a pipe dream, but bring it into existence. And that's what faith does. Faith is moving forward. Faith takes the steps to do whatever it is that God's called you to do. Let me read the scripture to you. It's Proverbs 16:3 in the Message. It says, before you do anything, put your trust totally in God and not in yourself. Then every plan you make will succeed. Isn't that good? So before you do anything, you put your trust in him. And then every plan you make will succeed. Faith is stepping out. And whatever it is down on the inside of you that you've always wanted to do, then make that time to sit down, hear from God, write it down, and then take that first step. Did anybody get anything out of that today? I hope that you did, that it just stir you to not just sit there. I don't know about you, but I don't want to just exist in my life, just go through the routines and the emotions in my life. I want to always be dreaming. I want to always be moving forward. And I hope, and I'm sure that you're the same way, that you don't want to just be stuck, that you want to always be dreaming. So I hope that encourages you today.